Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Harry, and welcome back to Tutorial Park. Now, the last time I was here, it really wasn't a park. It was literally, I was just making this carousel for you guys to help you out. So I decided, you know what, why not make a whole entire park of the actual tutorials I'm gonna do? And, you know, nothing crazy, but as we go, we'll probably just keep filling it up over time. So, like, eventually I might do, you know, something on like planners and different scenery and stuff like that, and then maybe queue lines and curbs, and you know, as we go, you know, I'll just build this park out. So the one suggestion I heard a couple times was actually about buildings. A couple of people are asking, you know, how do I make my buildings look good? You know, a lot of people have what I call, wait, oh, wrong one. A lot of people make like basically just regular boxes. All right, like for instance, I don't even know why I'm looking. All right, let's say. All right, so a lot of people just, you know, work on the grid. You know, they do something like this, and of course it's not lining up. They do something like this, and then, you know, usually they'll put a roof on it. Um, I don't know why I'm taking too long to build a house I don't care about. Um, if you hear that noise, my dog is licking himself. Stop. Knock it off. The people don't want to hear that. Oh, oop. You know, people usually build something like this, you know. Forget this wall. We'll move this wall. Of course it doesn't want to. Come on, I'm on camera. People are interested in some stuff I say sometimes. It make me look stupid, you know. So people usually make something like this, you know, they fill this part out here, you know, then they'll just go ahead and, you know, add a door. Of course, I picked the biggest door ever. You know, they'll add a door. Uh, they'll add, you know, a couple windows. Why? Why isn't the glass showing? Oh, the glass is there. Ah. You know, of course. You know, they'll add a couple windows. And other ones I usually see, they do something like this on the outside. You know, and then you know, people like, why is my building so boring? It's boring because that's not what a house looks like. You know, basically this is a shoebox with a roof, and you know, if that's all you can build, it's totally fine. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to help you build better houses. And you know what? Let's just move this house over here. Yeah, maybe we'll use it later in the park. Who knows? All right, so what you want to do is, you know, let's pick out a wall. What I like to do, like, I'm trying to think of what kind of house. You know what? I'm just gonna make like some kind of regular building. I'm not gonna go crazy. Like maybe later on in the park tutorial life, I'll do something you know, a little bit more crazy. But let's take that same kind of house. I'm taking the same dimensions. So I kind of like to start off with like a base. You know, my rule of thumb is I feel like every building should have at least 3 colors, and then maybe at least 2 materials. And by materials, I mean, like, you know, if you use the stucco walls, you know, maybe add like, you know, wood at the bottom, wood here, or maybe add like, you know, brick around it, you know, something, you know, to give it more, I guess, character, more interesting stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. But what you could do is, you know, you could start out with a base, you know, figure like a foundation of the actual building. You know, it's easier when you change this grid size too, to a lot smaller, and the grid height to smaller. And what you could do is you could actually, you know, of course, you could take this building and, you know, I don't like having this whole entire thing this high. So what you could do is you could actually sink it down a little bit. So let's just sink it down to about, you know, 1 brick. All right, that's what we got. So what we're gonna do right now is, we'll select that building again, edit the building, and let's add that same, what is that, like stucco? Is it this one? No, this is castle wall. What is this? Lime plaster wall. Alright. I'll just take this. No, I don't want that one. You know what? I'll make my own. So edit building. I don't even know where the lime plaster wall is. That's this one, right? Yep. Alright, so lime plaster wall. Let's take this one. So essentially we're going to make the same kind of building. Same thing, just add to this. And again, I'll make better buildings later on. I'm just showing you how you can make this building a lot better with just, some more ideas. All right, so we started out with the same shape like this. Now, what you could do to make this thing interesting is, let's move it up a little bit so it's closer to the path. You know what? It doesn't really matter. We'll just keep it back here. We'll move it when it's done. What you could do is you could actually add another building to this building. And what I mean is, you basically just start another building, so it won't be on the grid. So let's say, let's add. I honestly don't like the colors, but let's add the castle again in the front. You know what? I don't like the castle. Why'd I do this? Yeah, you know what? It's fine. No, you know what? Let's just add the plaster again. Where's the plaster? Alright, so what you could do is you're basically essentially making another building inside your existing building. Same thing. We'll replace this front piece in a second. So this could actually be like the entrance to this building. Kind of center it a little bit. There you go. Yeah, we could leave this on here. So what you could do, you could actually keep doing this all around to make this one little building that started off like this a lot more interesting. So right now, what we're gonna do is, let's get some kind of corner pieces. So a lot of people too, when I realized that they struggle with buildings, is they're using the same piece over and over and over again. So what you could do is start using and finding new pieces. Where's the piece I'm looking for? I think it's in here somewhere. It's actual corner piece. Yep, these. So I kind of want to make these darker so they kind of match the bottom. That seems alright. Again, I'm not going crazy right now. But of course I erased it. And of course I don't want that. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, let's add it to the building. I think that was the color we picked. Alright, put it out a little bit. Bring it down. It's gonna cover. I also like to put it a little bit into the ground, because sometimes if you actually move it to not a flat surface, after you build something, it's not going to be into the ground. You're going to have to fix that later. Alright, so we need to bring this up a little bit. And of course, that's ugly. You know what? We're going to go with just regular, yeah, concrete. Alright. Let's turn angle snap on. Now you don't have to use 8, but I'm just doing that for no reason. Alright, let's sink it down. Now, what I like to do to make sure that it's actually even on both sides, I go overhead like this. And again, my famous eyeballing technique. And I just try to get the two sides, the overhang on the outside, to line up. That seems good. Alright, now let's change the color so it's closer to the actual building. That's not terrible. You don't want to match it exactly, because this will give it a lot more, I guess, pizzazz. Alright, so let's get this going, and we'll come right back. Alright, we're back. That's all done. Alright, so what I did was basically just move this one piece all the way around. You know, I did all four corners. You still want to do this corner just in case it shows up. I don't know how big I'm making this top piece, so if it doesn't show up, well, who cares? But it's there. And then basically I just took that and then added it to this building and then put it on the two front corners because this is where the door and entrance is going to be. And then, you know, just one piece there and one piece there just to help show that, you know, these are two different wall pieces. No, I didn't really plan this ahead, but normally what I would do is I would actually make this not match this. I mean, it doesn't matter that it matches, but sometimes it looks cooler. So like, say this is just like, you know, I used a regular wall or whatever. You can make this like this whole little front piece all wood, or you could actually make it all brick. And then, you know, it would actually look, you know, kind of cool. But with the lime, it won't look that good with brick. So, I mean, you don't want to really mix lime, the lime plaster wall. That's what it's called, right? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the lime plaster. So you don't want to mix lime plaster wall with, you know, brick, and then you have this, like, stone down here. Um, you know what? You know what? I got an idea. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So what I did was I was thinking over the idea, and I changed the whole bottom to brick all the way around, so I could change the front to brick. And then I added this piece up top, which will probably be like a sign or something like that. So in theory, I had to extend this to make it higher. So I added these. What is this? The 1 meter. I added this. Actually, I need one more. So I added this to this building. And then I just took all these pillars and raised them up. I changed the color of the brick a little bit to tone it down. Nothing crazy. But that's going to be the start of this building. What I want to do next is... let's finish off this front first. So I want to decide... I got to decide on a door. You don't have to do anything crazy. Since I still have that lime plaster back there, I kind of want to stick to a door that kind of fits. And I wish there was more doors. Of course, it's not lime plaster, but you know what? This one looks kind of cool. So let's put this one on. Sink it down a tiny bit. Alright, let's change the colors up. I don't know what color I'm going to make the wood I have yet. I'm going to add wood to the building. So let's make... Sorry. Yeah, I can live with that. And then I don't want the green. Do I want the green? No, green's going to look bad with the yellow. So let's make this darker. Yeah, that looks cool. Cool. So what you want to do is you kind of want to take these colors that I just did, and then you want to like transfer them to actual like windows and trim pieces and stuff. Again, like I said, you kind of want, you can have more than 3 colors, but you know, for a building, I kind of like 3 colors or at least 2 materials. And like I said, I already have 2 materials. I have the lime and I have the brick, and then this is also concrete. So we have 3 materials. We're going to add wood too. So technically that's 4. It's not bad to keep adding more, but you know, if you just stick with like, you know, 1 of everything, it gets kind of boring. So right now what I want to do is I want to find some windows that match this style, which would be somewhere around the bottom. These are cool. Yeah, we could add this one. I want to match that front framing. Yeah, that's dark. And then the inside framing, I want to do the other color we picked. I believe that's right? Yep, that's right. All right. Now you could put on, what's it? You stick to surface, line to surface, snap position. That'll put it right in the middle. And you could also erase it just like I did. All right, do that again. All right, the dark color and the light color. All right. So you could snap to position. I turned that off. I don't know. Wow. How many times am I gonna erase this? And this is why I'm not professional. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna eyeball it kind of in the middle. I actually like to sink these in a little bit because I think they protrude a lot. You don't want to go too far because once you go too far, you'll see the window gets blown out. So like that's probably the closest you can make it. A little bit more is fine. That should be all right. So you want to do is that, and what you want to do is take the exact same one, make sure angle snaps on, flip it around. There you go, and we're gonna throw it on the other side. That's good enough. Alright, so we got some windows, we got a door. Alright, so next we're gonna need to finish off the trimming on the top. So what you want to do is look for that same piece we used before, the column. And we're gonna sink it in. We're gonna angle snap it. Is there a longer column? Yeah, is this too long? That's probably too long. That's definitely too long. Alright, we'll go back to the 2 meter. Not millimeter, meter. Alright. Let's try to line it up. Depth-wise, that's about fine. Height-wise, that looks good. Put one there. One there. Now remember, we got that Z fighting, so what you want to do is push it out a little bit, push it back in a little bit. No Z fighting on top. So we're good to go. So now what we want to do is we want to get this color off this pole. There you go. Now it showed up in recent. Now we'll take this one, recolor them to match. And what we could do is copy them to the other side. And that looks good. Now since this front piece was not on a perfect angle with the other piece, these sides are a little bit different, and that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be perfect or symmetrical, and again, the naked eye and someone walking around your park really quick isn't really going to notice. Actually, now this window is a little bit off center, but we're going to move it. So move it. There you go. Cool. All right, so we got that trim done. And you know what? We could actually add this trim to the bottom. Not a lot, though. So what you want to do is select those. And select those, because remember, they're 2 different sizes. At least for mine. Yours might not be. You want to copy it, bring it down. Now, you don't have to do... You don't want to do... I mean, you can do this if you want. I just like it when it's, like, maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. That's fine. Alright, so next, I'm figuring this is going to be some kind of like gift shop or whatever. So let's add, you need something else. You're going to need some kind of like something poking or protruding from the building. You don't want it all flat like that. So what you could do is, nope, wrong one. You can go to this one, nope, the awnings. Yeah, shop decorations, this has all awnings in it. And you could pick any awning you want. There's some really cool ones. This one's too big. That won't match the roof. There's stuff that are like cool, but they're not gonna. Some of them won't match like the actual roofs that you're gonna put on. I think I might just put on this type of roof, which is fine. But you know what? I think I want to do something more inviting. Yeah, maybe this. Alright, of course it's facing the wrong way. So let's turn this around. There we go, make sure like the brackets are lined up with the wall. Does that look even? That's gonna come over a little bit. There you go. There you go. Alright, so let's change the color. Again, I don't know what the color of the store is going to be, but let's do something fun. Yeah, let's make it like a candy shop. How's that? Cool. Let's bring it down a little bit, as we do have to make a sign. All right, that looks cool. So I could actually add these colors for like decoration around the building. So the actual building itself, again, is 3 colors, but this I don't really count as the building. This is just like an accessory. So like these would help, like, you know, the sign or something like that, help make the store pop a little bit. All right, so now over here, what you could do is you could actually take these windows, we already did, and we can copy them. All right, I want to make sure they're the same height. Again, just eyeballing them. Sink it in. Remember, we sunk the other ones in a little bit. There we go. That should be fine. Let's put one here. Remember, it's, let's make 3. Let's move it all to the outside. Remember how I did in the other video, I start to the outsides first. Yeah, it looks good enough. And then kind of just, you know, take the middle part that's left over and just cut it in half. And there you go. It should be pretty evenly spaced. Now you could do the other side if you want, but I'm figuring if this is a shop, this is going to be on the path. So you really don't have to put windows in the back because that'll be like a backstage thing. So let's just leave the windows right there. You could actually put the windows on the, I guess the 2 sides. They're not the front and the back. So let me put the windows on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with the windows are done, and I added a roof. I'll get to that. So with the windows, you know, I just put them around. What I did here was a lot of these windows, not all of them, but pretty much most of them, you could actually double up the windows to make this like bigger window. Some of the windows do a lot better job than, you know, this one would. But all this is just 2 windows, and I basically just lined up the outside edges on the 2 of them. And then boom, you're done. So now you got like this double window. I put double windows back here. You know, you don't have to use all the windows the way they are. I mean, you could actually flip this upside down if you want and have this like, you know, like lip as a bottom ledge and then make your own like top covering. You know, you could do whatever you want. I made the double window here. So it makes it a little more interesting than, you know, just placing the same window 10 times around the whole entire place. You know, you got to change it up here and there. Normally in a building like this, I would have a flat roof. And I would do an overhang, but I feel like most people use the pitch roof, so I guess I'll show you something to do with the pitch roof, and maybe I'll take it off and put what I think should look on it. But again, this is just a tutorial, so I'm just trying to help you guys out. So right here, I put instead of having just like a like I don't know, like just a triangle type roof here. Remember, this is the same size. You could take these corner pieces. So this is actually the outside corner. It's a wood tile roof outside corner. So basically it gets like this sloping edge on it. So that makes it a little more interesting. And then normally it would just look, you know, like this. And it kind of looks derpy. So what you do is you add these eaves on it, and where the eaves are basically, you know, under the roofs. It's right here, the roof trims, and you would just find the trim of the exact roof you're using, whether it's like, you know, these the ones that are like tropical looking or whatever, and you would find the roof that matches yours, and then you would add it all the way around. So then you have this like little bit of an overhang. And that is a lot more interesting than, you know, having it look like that. So again, I wouldn't have this roof on this type of building, but we're just doing it for the YouTube. Now what you could do is you could do all sorts of things. You could add a trim up here that like maybe matches you know, the wood here. You could add all type of like things to hold the roof up. So let's actually add let's you know, let's add the wood first. So let's get this color. I think I'll take the lighter color. So that's the lighter color. It's in the window. Let's add some kind of wood to it. I don't know if I want wood. Maybe just the beam. Yeah, we'll just do the beam. Get to the building. Let's change the color so it matches the window. Yep, that matches the inside of the window. All right, I'm gonna lift it up. Now you don't want to come through the roof. Make sure that, you know, just enough so you see it. You got to remember, it's all from the actual guest point of view. Like sometimes you want, like if you're looking from here, you're not going to see it. But you know, if you go to flip cam mode, you'll see all this stuff, and that's what makes the game kind of interesting and kind of cool. All right, line that up, and then over here. Oh, you know what? I want this underneath. You know what? We'll put it down first. So I don't like how it's going over this column, so we'll put it down. Now what we'll do is we're going to sink it into the wall a little bit more. Because this obviously wouldn't be as deep or coming out as deep as the corner pieces. The corner piece should be the most. So let's sink this down a little bit. Yeah, I think it looks good. Perfect. All right, now since it's this type of roof, you know, you could do all sorts of things, sorts of things. You could, you know, do something like these pieces hanging out. You know, figure it's holding up the roof. I mean, it's really not holding up the roof, but you know, again, it's just, I'm not lining these up perfect, but whatever. You get the point. You know, it's just decorative pieces like that. You could use those. You know, say you were doing like what I'm doing now in my Serenity Now park. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out for this shameless plug on my other videos. You could use something like this. You know, if it's like a tropical park, it's the same idea, but instead of having like, you know, the haunted house wood or whatever, you have like, you know, little nice little logs hanging out. Or you could do, like I said, if you're doing some kind of wood, like American style, like, you know, like a Western kind of thing, or like even like a German type of building, you could add these. And again, I'm just, you know, just throwing them out there. I'm not going crazy. You know, you could add these and just, you know, split this in half, split that in half. You know, and that makes it a lot more interesting. There's also, you know, metal brackets. You could do anything you want. You could add other things, but it's all in the details. You know, that's what's going to make everything look cool. You know what? I don't mind that. So let's just keep that. Again, like I said, I might change the actual roof to a flat one, so maybe we'll do that in like another tutorial or something, or, you know, who knows. All right, let's make these darker. I think I want to add color to them. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? I should have grouped them. And then we could spin them around and put them wherever. All right, I'll be back when these are done. All right, that's all done now. I got them on all the sides. You know, I just tried to line them up as best I could. I just basically copied and pasted them and, you know, put them all over the place. So now what you want to do is, you know, let's say this is like a gift shop. Let's add this pink or something into the wall. So what you could do that with anything. You could do it, you know, you want less of a wood feel. You could go to basic shapes. And let's add... Is there a long one? There's a long one. It's really long. Let's add this. Like, no one's going inside anyway, so it doesn't matter if this is all poking inside or not. So that's the same color as the front. What I'm going to do is flip it this way. Like I said, we only want a line. Is that close? Yeah, it's like underneath that brown color. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just making something. Alright, so it has that like pink now, so it's a lot more interesting. It's, you know, I could actually add the yellow too. You know what, let's add the yellow. Alright, nope. Okay, so I gotta get this yellow color. What I could do, it's actually looking like an ice cream place with these colors. Ice cream, candy, it doesn't matter. Alright, we're gonna take the same one, pull it down. Well, I'll pull the other color down too. I wanted to go over these. And now, change this to the yellow. There you go. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. You know what? Let's actually raise this back up. Just make sure you don't get that Z fighting. There you go. Yeah, I like that. You know, we could actually add this color. Oh, it's already up there. You know, let's just pull this down. What does this look like? And again, this is all with any building. Just, you know, try it. See what it looks like. You don't like it, take it away. Alright, that might be too much. Let's rotate it. I know the other side, I believe, yeah, the other side's a little thinner. Didn't rotate at all. There we go. Bring it out a little bit. Bring it up. And since it's actually sunk in more than the yellow, there you go. There you go. There's your little branding, marketing, whatever you want to call it. We could add, let's add something to these windows here. Same thing, we can go to awnings. You can make stuff out of wood. It doesn't really matter. I think it's here. Yep. Where's those? These. These look pretty cool. Alright, let's make this pink and yellow. It's in. There you go. Spin this around. Remember, these windows don't match up on these two sides. See? You can see that little, like, ghost white line? That's the center line. So let's get that in the middle of that window. Bam. There you go. Alright, that might be crazy. That might be a little too big. Yeah, I don't like that. It looks like ears. Again, that's, you know, I tried it, I built it, didn't like it, got rid of it. Oh, you know what? We could add this. Let's add this to this window. Let's just do the pink. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Yeah, that was cool. Now we could even add one to the, maybe add one to the front window. You don't have to do every window. You know, sometimes when you repeat stuff over and over again, it just doesn't look right. You know, if you repeat colors over and over again, or, you know, stuff like that. Let's put two back here. Alright. Sink that in. Pull it up a little bit. Over. That's good. One more. That's fine. That's not too bad. I wish these were actually shorter. I mean, I could, in theory, push these in and then make a wood bracket, which I'll probably, maybe, you know what, I'll just do it. Maybe I'll just show you on one of them. So if you don't like this, it's too long, push it into where you want it. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. That's way better. Now what you do is just make your own back. Again, you don't have to use every piece the way it's intended. You make some really cool, interesting stuff when you just learn on your own. Alright. Oh, it's on an angle because of the, I put it on the, alright, put it on the wall. There we go. Should I make it the 4? Nope. What if this is the part that I fast forward? You know, just stick it out the other side a little bit. There you go. That looks way cooler. You know what? I'll be back. I'm going to exchange all these. And we're back. Alright. We put them all in the windows. I like this better than the one that stuck out so much. Then I added this. I found out that this top didn't have a roof. This piece didn't have a roof. So I added this roof. I, made it on the building. So sometimes it does this where it protrudes through. This doesn't really matter up here. So what you can do is split it from the building and then just move it back a little bit so it doesn't protrude there. And then these two sides are thick enough where it doesn't protrude there. And then maybe just lift it up a little bit to get rid of that other piece. You know what? Let's bring it back a little bit. We might actually have to add that piece. You know what? We're gonna add that piece. Alright, so just take these again like you did last time. Alright, let's spin it. And just add it back here. I mean, normally we want to line it up with this corner piece, but that's where the roof is, so let's pull it out a little bit more. Up a little bit. Whatever. Need one for the other side. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so that finishes off that. Let's make a sign really quick. Any signs down here? I don't really use these signs too much. I need them. Some of them are like, they're huge. Oh, that's big. I don't want to cover what we built. Alright, that works. Man, I'm just noticing that piece. Oh man, we messed up. You know what? Screw it, I'll just move this over. Can I? Good enough. Yeah, we didn't make it a perfect square. But you know what? I moved it, and now it's censored, and no one's gonna know. They're never gonna know. Alright, let's use this. Let's change these colors to pink. And I kind of like the cream. Alright, let's name it, let's name it Sal's. Is that it? Nope. Give me this. Sal's. I don't know what Sal sells, but that's Sal's. I like that writing, but it's too thin. Sal's. That one kind of looks cool. Alright, let's go with that. You know what? And to make it interesting, that's my dog snoring. I don't know if you can hear that. Let's make it Sal's Ice Cream. Right? Yeah, it looks like an ice cream place. So, Sal's. Let's go here. Now, you don't have to make the whole sign in one sign. I like doing this, adding signs on top of each other. This one looks good. Just want to do the same thing again. We'll change that. Or you know what? No, let's should we change it to yellow? Yeah, that works. Oh, we should change these letters. There we go. That looks better. Alright, here we'll do ice cream. It's a fast sells ice cream. You know, this one's fine. Let's change this. Will this work to the pink and then maybe white? That's not bad. Alright, I'm just gonna move it over a little bit. Maybe out a little bit. Oh, it's already out. Alright, let's move Sal's up a little bit. There we go. Alright, we'll move this up. Boom. There you go. There's your sign. Yeah, that looks really cool. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add this piece in the front. We don't want it in front of the pillar. Do I even have room? I should have made these pillars further out. That's fine. There you go. Alright, so that should have a... It's like almost like boxing it out. You don't want to make it boxy sometimes. You know, it just doesn't look good. You know, Sal's is a nice place, inviting place, so let's... We're not done. Let's add more. Nope, this. So I like these planter boxes. What do we got? These look cool. Let's get rid of this blue. Change it to Sal's pink or Sal's yellow. Sal's pink. We can make it a little duller. Yeah, that's fine. Why doesn't that look straight? Is it me? Somehow it is straight? I don't know, maybe it's my eyes. There we go. Just add a couple of these to Sal's. You know, on the major windows. And what you could do is you could actually add the small ones to the small windows. You don't have to, you know, do this if you don't want to. I'm just making suggestions. Again, not perfect, but who cares? Alright, I think it's looking pretty cool. If you want to make this up here interesting too, so what we could do, let's take this color, we're going to need it. Alright, let's go back to roofs. Pitch roof. Should be these bottom ones. I need that color. I kind of want it in the middle. That's about cool. So you can add that. Alright, we need this lime color. I don't know if we change it or not, if that's the regular color. It's probably the regular color, but who knows? Just in case. Alright, go find the lime plaster wall. Here it is. We need the... I think we need the high one, right? Nope. Maybe it's this one? There you go. Now what you want to do is you don't want to lay it flat like this, because you want a little bit of an, I guess like an awning from the actual roof. So we're going to split it and then just take it back a little bit. And you actually get that wood design, which is kind of cool too. There you go. And now let's, you know, just add little tiny window. I don't think we have one that matches these that are small, but you know what we can do. All right, so that's, all right, hold on. First, I gotta get these colors. All right, so I don't know if you can hear my dog, but he's going to town on whatever dream he's having. All right, so let's change this. So these should be the darker ones, and these should be the lighter ones. Now, I know what you're saying. This doesn't fit. Why would you put this here? This will never fit. All right, let's get it in first. And you're right, it doesn't fit, but it doesn't leak off the bottom. So you could actually do it like this, where you're just cutting off half the window and put it in here. Looks kind of cool, but what if we, of course, it wasn't on the angle snap. All right, take two. Oh, take three. All right, angle snap on. But what if we just take it? Oh, you know what? We don't want that side. We just take it. We don't even need the angle snap. And just sink it down so we get that bottom ledge from the top. And boom, there you go. Window. And that's actually two windows. And it doesn't, you got to make sure it doesn't leak into, you know, this stuff, this wall here, and it doesn't. So there you go, window. I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, like, you know, oh, I should add all these colors around the side and stuff like that. And you could do that here too. So you know what? I'll be right back. All right, fast forward and I finish it all. So I added, you know, I got rid of the windows. I got rid of the windows and I have planners, and I added these signs. I thought it looked kind of cool. I added these little lights all the way around. I didn't do the back yet, but just a couple lights here. There's actually, I don't know if you can see, there's one right there. Two on this side. This piece is up here because I was showing you, I added this little trim here that's also on the side. It adds a little more to it. What the trim is, that's why the piece is up. You know, of course, it's not it's not gonna let me grab it. You know what, let me move this one. I should be able to grab it now, right? Yeah. So what this piece is the column cap, and I just sunk it in. It's this, and I just sunk it in the wall so you only see these two parts. All right, let me push this back. There we go. And let me get off that. I added, this is pavement. These are just like sidewalk pavement. I just added that because I didn't build this. Normally when I build buildings, I build them to the walkway and the paths so it actually lines up. And I didn't do it with this one because I was just showing you something off to the side. So with this, to like try to interact it as much as possible, I just added like a little pathing, pavement on the side. I kind of tried to not really match the actual pavement or the paths I've been using, but it's close. You want a little bit of a color change. Got a little Z fighting there. I'll have to fix that. And that should be good. Yeah. And then you know, I just added a bench and, you know, some flower pots around and a garbage can. And this might lead up to like the backstage later on. Who knows? But that's about it. So let me get the derpy building. Let me bring this guy up. And that's kind of like how we started, and this is what we ended with. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. So if you could, leave a like. If you like this sort of thing, I'll be doing more tutorials. Leave a subscribe. Please subscribe. It really helps me out. Leave a like, helps me out. Leave a comment. I don't even care if you tell me like my hair looks bad. I really don't care. Just, it helps the algorithm in YouTube so I get more views and hopefully more subscribers, and I can keep doing this. But that's about it. So that'll wrap it up from Tutorial Park, and I guess we'll see what adds later on. You know what? I'm just gonna end this before my tongue falls out. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.